my favorite little psychopath?
Me. I'm your favorite little psychopath. Trepang² has a trophy to where you have to complete the entire game on its hardest difficulty, Rage Mode. And it is an incredibly difficult game on Rage Mode, as Rage Mode implies enemies have eyes on the back of their heads, near instant reaction time, and near perfect accuracy, and only some kind of sick twisted person can enjoy this. And that person would be me, as I recently completed Minecraft on max tick rate. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my. And the enemies on Rage Mode can be described as this B-movie clip.
You almost done? Almost. He is here. I sense it.
And before you even truly start up the game, it gives you one final warning, saying it is insanely difficult, and that you should have at least 50 hours. I had 2-point-some hours before even starting this, so, you know, off to a great start here. Now let's say, is it hard as like Mein Leben from Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, where you have to complete the entire game in one sitting on its hardest difficulty and permadeath? I have no idea. But if you want to see me do Mein Leben, be sure to leave a like and a sub, as if we can get to 1,000 subs before the end of April 2025, I will get Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, and go for the Mein Leben trophy. So if you do like the dumpster fire of this video, be sure to leave a like and a sub, and with that, let us begin. It's my absolute favorite goddamn thing in existence. I love it when my computer crashes and I lose all my footage. I have to redo that entire first mission now. Yay. So after restarting my computer and loading back up the first mission of Trepang², I skip the cutscene that immediately load back in, and I have to redo the mission. I also die so many times during this playthrough. I'm gonna end up going over or skipping a lot of the deaths. Like, it is so many deaths, it's not even funny. So after making my way through a little bit of the first level here, I go and collect the first weapon that you get in the game. Your standard pistol. After collecting the pistol, I then get myself free from the handcuffs and continue to make my way through the level onto the first combat encounter. Why was he leaning on a ladder there? One other thing before we truly get into this is that you actually have two abilities. You have a bullet time, like, slowdown effect, and then you also have a cloak. I heavily utilize these. As without these, I'm pretty sure I'd die, like, so many more times, at least triple the amount of deaths that I had, if not quadruple. So with that, let us continue back on. After clearing room after room, I continue to make my way through the facility and acquire the shotgun of the game, which is really good in this game, as it can one-shot basically anything at close range, with the exception of, like, a juggernaut or a boss enemy. The shotgun's really good. So after clearing that next combat encounter, we come to a guy who slumped over with a sword through him, and there's a golden coin. This golden coin is linked to a cult that you discover later on in the game, so we collect the gold coin and continue on to the next combat encounter. What? Motherfucker wasn't even looking at me. You pre-fired! They pre-fired! Prepare to be pounded. I did not need to do him like that. After clearing out that combat section, I move into another room where I do more combat, but instead, after completing it, I go in an elevator to another combat section. I know, a shocker. Oh, my aim. It's awful. Grenade. Melee. No, the grenade. You're still alive. Hit you with a 4-hit combo, still lives. Insane. After clearing out some more combat sections, I move on to the final arena and or area of this mission on the mission Site 14. That's what this mission is called. In this final arena, this is where a vast majority of my deaths come from. Fuck. Fuck. That's the first wave down. Bring on the second wave, game. I'm ready. That was the one with the 3. And that's the third wave down. I believe a pretty funny piece of dialogue. Yes, it is.
Sierra 3 is KIA. Should we still move in there? Please advise. Get the fuck in there now!
Yes, very humorous indeed. What? What? That was fucking point blank! And it only knocked his helmet off? After clearing out 4 waves of enemies, that's when the big boss of this area decides to finally show himself. It's also where we encounter the first armored enemy of the playthrough. We do encounter them a lot more frequently later on, but they're not super common. They're just juggernauts, they take a lot of damage. Think of the bulldozer from Payday 2, where they take an absolute beating before they die. Helmet broke. There we go. Just have to lock the fuck in. After killing the first juggernaut of the playthrough, that's when we go and leave the facility, Site 14, to board this helicopter to end the first mission.
Get inside the chopper 106. We're gonna get you out of here.
Ah, freedom from this first level. Once again, it took me an hour to complete this. After completing the first mission, Site 14, and boarding the helicopter, we get flown back to Task Force 27's safe house, or like the hub area of this game. It's where we can select missions, and where you can also put on some outfits, or like clothing. So I put on a full white suit, and then some red boots to look like a fucking clown, because I am one. Then following that, we go and select the next mission, the Pandora Institute, where we have to go rescue a doctor that Task Force 27 planted in the Horizon Corporation. Once we arrive at the Pandora Institute, Horizon displays an AA gun to shoot us down, so we get dropped off and are told to disable it before we continue on. After making my way through a little bit of the first part of the level, I arrive at the AA gun to go and disable it. I kill a few enemies, disable the AA gun, and then more enemies are summoned to this location to retake the AA gun, which of course I die to. After dying a few times, I finally take out all the enemies that were summoned to retake the AA gun. I head back up to where the AA gun was to collect the breaching charges that our pilot drops off, use those breaching charges to further on in the level to where I come up across a high value target. Now, does it mean anything in terms of gameplay? No, not really. It's just more some lore bits. So we continue on. After clearing out the AA gun and killing a high value target, I make my way further through the level, and then I get into this area with a whole bunch of names implying that they will be remembered. It probably means something in terms of the lore. I don't know. We continue on into where I head towards the lobby of the Pandora Institute, or at least the underground section, to where we have another combat encounter. You know what? Take a grenade. Oh my fucking lord. Bro is red paste. After securing the entrance of that room where I turned that guy into red paste, we use the breaching charge and breach our way into the main facility, or the underground facility. Went hiking for the first and last time. Was bro like paralyzed? Was he like Joe Swanson? Was he a cripple? After entering the facility, I head down this hallway to where there's a high value target, and of course, I die at least once, if not more. Because every death is almost carbon copy of one another, just maybe slightly different way. And also, I just don't speak for a lot of it, as what do you expect, some kind of good content? I don't think so. Let's continue on. After making our way through the lobby to the underground facility, we enter in this elevator and head all the way down to the very bottom, to where something really bad is happening because Horizon's a company that's doing weird shit. As we continue on our way through the underground facility, we arrive in a food court area to where we encounter more Horizon experiments, to where they're like these weird zombie-ass looking things. So we murder them all. Apparently one of them was a high-value target, but besides that, we continue on. After continuing on to the underground facility, we notice a door that we can breach, and as soon as we go and try to breach it, that's when this fucking thing appears. It knocks us down into its lair, or a lower level, and we gotta get out of there before the radiation kills us. After getting out of the radiation-filled area, we're in a clean area of the facility that's underground, where we also find where Dr. Emerson is at, or the scientist that we were supposed to retrieve. He's dead. So we can collect the information off of his computer via thumb drive, and then we head into the armory to collect any other piece of equipment we have, as we are now on a destroy mission to destroy that abomination. And as we're making our way through the facility to head towards the reactors, it's these new experimental bioreactors that Horizon is working on, and how you destroy them is by chucking some bodies into them. And now you're probably wondering, well, what bodies? We chucked the zombies from earlier into them. That's 1. That's 2, and 4. Alright, get me the hell out of here. As we make our way out of the facility after destroying the 4 reactors, that's when the abomination decides to say hello once more. So we have to run all the way towards this elevator here, and play Bring Around the Rosie with it. before getting in the elevator. After playing Ring Around the Rosie, we get knocked into the elevator by some piece of debris, and once we're about to extract, that's when the Abomination decides to say, again for the final time, hello, and it is now the first boss fight of the game. I'm sorry, what was that leap there, good sir? Hello? After a few attempts of backpedaling, I do manage to pump the Mothman with enough lead to make the Roman Empire look jealous of my lead use, and with that we end Mission 2. So far, I have suffered 235 deaths in total, and Mission 2, I have suffered 71 deaths specifically. And after completing the Pandora Institute, I move on to one of the side missions, Iron Dragon Data Center. Now, this mission and the next mission that I do are sort of defense, sort of wave survival. You have to defend a server from certain enemies hacking them, while whenever you clear out an entire wave, more enemies will spawn the next following wave. There's honestly nothing super interesting about it. I just die a whole lot. I don't really say anything for it because, you know, I'm trying to lock the fuck in and not die. Which I end up dying about 89 times, bringing my total death count up to 324. Then following that, I load up the mission, Gunnarson's Complex, which is the exact same thing as Iron Dragon Data Center, except this time I don't suffer as many deaths. I only suffer 16 deaths on the mission, bringing my current death count up to 340. So after completing the Gunnarsson Complex, I move on to my next mission, or the 5th mission, which turns out to be a DLC mission. Now, I didn't plan on doing DLC missions, as I wasn't sure if they were required for the Unbreakable Will trophy, but I ended up actually doing them because I didn't know they were DLC missions, as when you have the DLC, Blade Kisser, it kind of just throws them in, which is the Omega Facility and the Task Force 63, or these two. Did I know they were DLC missions at the time? No. Did I do them anyways, unintentionally? Yes. Yeah, I actually did. This is also the first mission that breaches 100 deaths. So let us continue on to the Omega Facility. After loading up the Omega Facility, I go and gather these tomahawks. These tomahawks are supposed to be used for stealth, and stealth just doesn't work on rage mode because as soon as you kill one enemy, almost every enemy knows where you're at. With the exception of, like, this first area on this level is the only one that I've been reliably been able to do mostly stealth. Oh shit, well, it was only a matter of time. Oh well. After we clear out this first platform of enemies, that's when Horizon knows we're here. So we move on to the next platform, clearing out this wave, and then moving on to another wave that I died to quite a numerous amount of times. That's not fucking good. Game. Okay. How many grenades? What? How many grenades is he gonna fucking throw? So after dying about 6 more times, I go and kill the heavy juggernaut that threw a ton of grenades that one time, and also pick up his chain gun and or minigun. After acquiring the minigun, I go down this elevator to go and destroy Project Icarus by destroying these pipes and killing a whole bunch of enemies before moving on to our next platform here.
We can't let that lunatic destroy any more heat sinks.
What, are you gonna kill me? Damn it. Another boss? Wait.
I'm going in there. We've got to stop them out.
That's a box of grenades. This is infinite grenades. Ooh boy, I get to spam grenades now? I love me chucking some grenades. What are you gonna do? There we go. So after destroying Project Icarus, I head back up the elevator and head towards this button to press it to rotate this bridge. It's also where we find out that there's a submarine here, and we're gonna have to end up destroying it. So that's what I do. I head over to the next platform, defeat a wave of enemies that spawn from, like, drop pod missiles that are summoned from the submarine, clear them out, then I move on to the submarine boss fight. Shit, I can't wait. Shit, I can't wait to die a million fucking times. Dude, I'm fucking cruising through this shit right now. Already at half health? Like, I'm fucking ballin'. Fuck. So when I said I'd be cutting a lot of deaths, I was serious about that, because so far I've only showed maybe a handful. In this submarine section alone, I died about 70 times alone just in this section, which is a vast majority of my deaths for this mission and the most amount of deaths I had at one checkpoint and or area of the game. So here's some of that. Oh my god. You know, while I'm reloading here, would you like to be thrown into the water or have a grenade and thrown at the same time and you explode in the air? You want to go into the water? Okay. Seems painful. Balls. Please be in a somewhat decent location for the minigun spray. Okay, that's not bad. Fuck! There's no health bar. I wonder what happens when I press the grenade button on you being held hostage. Well, I figure you're just gonna activate a grenade on like his belt, but do you like turn into paste or? Okay, my guy became paste. Or mist. Mist is probably a better word. Oh my god, finally. Start it up. Wow, that metal is incredibly buoyant. What is it, made of the fucking Titan submersible? After I defeat the Titan's distant uncle, I take this elevator down into the facility and enter into the last combat encounter-based room of the level. It's also where I discover a few things like these guys in like cryo sleep in the wall. They almost looked exactly like the character model or our character model, just slightly different. It's almost like Horizon's cloning 106 or the main character, which you would have found out if you played through the entire game and then played this mission and then the next mission that I would be playing, since this is the DLC and it confirms one of the endings that you get. But since I didn't read the DLC, I didn't know this was a DLC mission, I just thought it was part of the game. So after that, we activate this terminal and start another combat encounter, which is what it would be most likely fighting us, the player character, but as an enemy. They have cloaking and the ability to dash forward. I die here a few times, but that's about it. After dealing with all the security, we head back up to the panel to where it initially activated all the security, and turns out the one in that tube that we're speaking to right now is Dr. Emerson, the one from the Pandora Institute that I briefly touched on. Like I said before, this mission is post-game content, so it touches on one of the endings that you can get on the game. I have no idea what it means. If you want to know more about the lore of this game, I'd recommend go looking at a lore video, but that's not what this video is. So we continue on. We go into that room, we destroy the tube or Emerson and the facility, then we leave, moving on to the next mission. I have no idea what the fuck is going on this. I don't know. Get me out of this mission. I want to go to the next one. Victory will be mine over this challenge. After completing Mission 5, or the Omega Facility, I suffer 115 deaths, which is the first mission to break the triple-digit barrier, and also brings my total death count up to 455. Following that, I move on to the next DLC mission, which I, once again, did not know was a DLC mission because I can't read, apparently. Reading is hard. I start up Task Force 63 Command Center, which is the next mission following the Omega Facility, and this is also a mission where I forgot to record my microphone audio. So we're gonna speed through this one real quickly. We're there to rescue Task Force 63 as they're being attacked by Horizon. So that's what we do. We go and kill a bunch of people. I die a few times, of course. I mean, what do you expect at this point? I'm pretty shit at this game. After we clear out this room, we go and investigate this shipping container. Turns out there's some Horizon gooners in the shipping container. We get knocked out, then we eventually wake up in that shipping container after being knocked out. We find out that all our ammunition is depleted, so we get some more weapons, and we move on to the next arena trying to find another evacuation route for Task Force 63. After making my way through a little bit more of the level, we get to another arena here where there is a Task Force 27 defector trying to breach into Task Force 63's command section. Do I have any idea in terms of the story? No. But I clear out this room fairly easy without dying once, which is kind of surprising. I also get this high value target, which doesn't really matter in terms of the trophy, but it's a pretty cool lore thing. But following that, we move on to the next arena, which is another hangar bay, like the beginning of this level, to try to secure another evacuation route, which I die quite a few times here. That's when an evacuation route gets cut off, meaning we can't evacuate some of the Task Force 6-3 members. So Director Task Force 2-7 tells us to execute all the wounded so they don't get captured by Horizon. After clearing out the second hangar, that's when we get another request for aid from Task Force 6-3 Firefly. They need some help as they're being pinned down by some current Horizon forces. So we go and assist them, clearing out the same room that we did right before the second hangar, then move on to a different part of the base to find another extraction route where we get close in an airlock where Task Force 6-3 Monitor, or the new commander of Task Force 6-3, strikes a deal with Horizon as they think they can fare better with Horizon than they can with Task Force 2-7, which honestly I don't really blame them. We did just execute their guys, but later on, that's when Task Force 2-7 director takes control over a turret, busts down the door, we kill some more Horizon guys, and then tell us to murder everybody that's part of Task Force 6-3 since they are traitors now. Following that message, we head back into the same room where I killed that high-value target earlier for the third time, to clear out the Task Force 6-3 guys and any Horizon guys that are with them. Not before dying. A lot of times. It's not as many as some other parts, but it's still a lot. After about 30 deaths, I finally get it to where I clear out this entire room full of Horizon and Task Force 6-3 guys, and then we use a breaching charge to bust into the command room to go and kill off the remaining traitors. After I make my way further into the command center of Task Force 6-3's area, I am prioritized with destroying some of their server information so Horizon can't get it. So that's what I do. More enemies spawning, I kill them. Following that, I destroy another server and also kill some more Task Force 6-3 guys, and also get the fuck out of there because it looks like the facility is about to go self-destruct. Make sure nothing is there. So I get the fuck out of Dodge. And with that, that is the end of the 6th mission, or Task Force 6-3 Command Center, and I end off that mission with 70 deaths, bringing my total up to 525 deaths in total. Following completing Task Force 63, or the 6th mission, I move on to Yorvec Castle, which is the 7th mission that I have done so far out of the 14. And also, coincidentally, my computer crashes 3 separate times. I swear to fuck if my computer decides to crash again. I'm replacing the power supply. I'm shooting it. I'm taking. So yeah, my computer crashed due to a power failure. So I ended up having to replace my power supply because this fucking piece of shit decided to not work anymore. I died about 5 times in each recording session before my computer decided to, I don't know, corrupt the footage after crashing. So we're off to a great start already. So fun. I love it when my footage crashes. It's terrific. After starting back up the game from my computer crashing, we go and clear out the courtyard or the first arena, drop down a smoke to allow some more allies to come in, and move on to the next section, or a different wing of the facility. Where in this wing, it's a massive library, and of course, there's a lot of cultists, so we gun them down on our way towards the first boss, the Enforcer. We clear out a few rooms of cultists, and then I enter into the Enforcer's boss room, which I died quite a few times while in this boss room because, once again, all the enemies have near instant reaction time and near perfect accuracy, and when he has a minigun that fires 200 bullets before he has to reload, it kind of makes it hard to almost even get a shot on him without instantly getting vaporized. So after dying about 10 to 20 times on the first phase of the Enforcer fight without really making so much as a dent, I go and restart the level, collect the sniper that you get at the beginning of the game, and then proceed to play through the beginning part all the way up to the Enforcer to retry it with the sniper to see if that changes anything. Oh, that's right, it's a second phase. Well, thank God I decided to bring this fucking sniper. After the Enforcer decides to dip out, some enemies decide to spawn, and of course, I die to them. And then the Enforcer spawns back in, and I use the slow-mo time that you get, or the bullet time, to once again delete all his health again. Oh my God, the sniper was such a correct call for this. I am glad that I restarted instead of fucking die a quintillion amount of times to him. I thought this boss fight was gonna be worse, but you know what? Sniper for the win, I guess. After we take out the Enforcer, that's when some Horizon guys show up, and they're here to get back one of their scientists that was here. I don't really know the story. Like I said, this isn't a lore video. If you want to go watch a lore video specifically on this game's story, because it's honestly quite interesting, I'd recommend going and checking out that video once again. That's going to be in the description. But following that, some Horizon guys break in. You fucking murder them. Make our way back through the library that we just came through to get to the Enforcer, but instead of there being cultists, there's also Horizon guys as well, so we murder quite a few of them and head back out to the courtyard, where Horizon has taken control over it, and we're here to, once again, help assist our allies to retake it back. And of course, I die, because why wouldn't I die on literally any combat encounter? Fuck. After we've retaken the courtyard, we find out that one of our teams has gone silent looking for the Horizon scientist. So we're tasked with going into a new section of the building to go and find that scientist and also find our team. Once we head into the new wing, we do find the Horizon scientist, and he says that he's unarmed, but yet he's shooting at me, so I promptly give him a buckshot to the face, which he certainly does enjoy. Then we continue further on looking for our team, which we find them scattered and strewn about in what almost seems like a practice training area. Used by the cult for what reasons? I'm not entirely sure, but we find the other Horizon scientist, which he's seen better days. We also find the helmet cam of the team that went missing, or the leader of the helmet cam that the team went missing. Once we download the footage, that's when the Patriarch, or like the leader of the cult, appears in and then summons in another boss, for once again we have another boss fight, which I, of course, die a few times to. Oh, my health! No! Get away.
What I understand is I'm about to pound you so hard.
Ah! Motherfucker, that scared the fuck out of me. Playing fucking COD Zombies with this dog ass. What? Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me, man? The one time I'm doing good, the game's like... I did not realize he jumped there. After dying a few times to the Flesh Golem, I do end up taking him out here after about 4 tries. Time to die, Flesh Golem. Victory is mine. Then following that, on our way back towards the courtyard, that's when the Patriarch, or the cult's leader, decides to show up and essentially challenge us to a 1v1.
So it's true. You really are just like me. The question is, are you any better?
After hearing some of our squad mates get massacred in that encounter with the Patriarch, we make our way back towards the courtyard and use this mysterious drug that our squad mates that just got murdered that were trying to give us to us, which allows us to dual wield weapons of the same kind with the exception of the minigun. Now, I don't really use dual wielding a whole lot through this, as the accuracy when using 2 weapons is not necessarily the greatest. After collecting the dual wielding serum, we head back out to the courtyard for the final time to clear out the remaining cultists, to then use this monument that's in front of me as an elevator to head down to where the Patriarch is, or on their way towards the Patriarch. Once we head down the bottom of the elevator, we head through these doors to where everything is suddenly on fire and cultists and Horizon members are fighting against each other. Now, why is the building on fire, or the library on fire? Something lore. They're wanting to burn it all so nobody can get the information that the cult has. I also die in this section quite a few times. Not as many as, let's say, like the submarine, but I still die a lot. Oh my fuck. Wait. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? You're just fucking spraying and you know where I'm at. Oh my god, that's so many. No. No, I hit the wrong dog one and he gave me a fucking mean left hook. After making my way through that burning building, I head down this long hallway towards this massive open door to where I start the Patriarch boss fight, which I only die a handful of times too, which I was very much surprised about.
My men are killing your spectre.
Owie. No. No, I literally ran out of stamina there. I ran out of stamina there, and it actually is what got me killed. Are you... Oh. Oh, shit. There we go. After we defeat the Patriarch, we see him collapse to the ground, saying something about break the cycle. Now, I have no idea what that means because this game's story is incredibly vague, but we do see the life force of him drain out of his eyes. And with that, we end Mission 7 or Yorvec Castle at 117 deaths, bringing our total death count up to 642. And with that, we move on to our next mission here, the Crash Site. Oh boy, this ought to be fun. It's a wide open area with looks like a lot of cover. Now, as for the Crash Site side mission, it's basically every other mission. You kill anything that's Horizon or not your allies. In terms of the story, I have no idea what's going on. Something, they're collecting the cargo from the crash site. That's about as much as you know from me. I also was not paying attention to the story as I was trying not to get vaporized like a World of Light meme.
Don't they know I'm busy spoiling myself?
You're in my sight, you Yankee ass sumbitch.
It's my favorite fucking voice line. You're in my line of sight, you Yankee ass son bitch. The fucking crashed airframe blocked my shotgun shelling. Maybe if I just fucking aimed better, maybe I'd be a little bit fucking better. What the fuck was that? I don't even care about dying there. That corpse launch was so fucking funny. My guy got fucking launched. He was on the new rocket program. Let me reload here. Kind sir, can you stop fucking throwing grenades? Because you're gonna get a fuckload of minigun rounds to your face. Die, 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 die. Please die, please die, please die, please die, please die. There we go.
I think he had enough. Let's bring you back home.
The best line in this game is coming up. At least I think so. I haven't heard anything past this line.
This is Sparrow closing in on the LZ.
How the hell are you still alive? Who's my favorite little psychopath?
I'm your favorite little psychopath. After being called our favorite little psychopath, we end the crash site mission with 35 deaths, bringing our total death count up to 677. Following that, we move on to the Colliery, which is a follow-up to the Yorvec Castle, or that cultist mission where we kill the Enforcer, the Patriarch, and other than that. It's another kill mission of just killing waves of enemies. I die here quite often, not as much as, let's say, other missions, but still quite often due to the boss, or like a high-value target of that, knowing exactly where my position is at any given moment. Are you... Bro is spraying and killed me. I would have won. Dude, the guy just... I'm pretty sure certain bosses or like high value targets just always know your position. Please die, 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 please die. Oh, thank fuck. I can't see you, brother. No! 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 God damn it, dude! I killed the big fuck! Oh shit, that's the dude. Oh fuck. Alright, I gotta lock the fuck in. Oh, thank fuck. He's dead. Alright. No. I killed him at the beginning. Fuck off, enemy. Let me do this. I want to live. I want to be free from this torment.
All objectives.
Get me the fuck out of here.
Time to get the hell out of here.
Exactly. After completing Colliery, we finished that mission off with 80 deaths, bringing our total death count up to 757. After that, we start up the next mission, Oil Rig. So after loading up the mission Oil Rig, I go and clear out the first group of enemies, and then it's another server defense-like section like Iron Dragon Data Center and Gunnarson's Complex. You have to defend 3 separate servers that are controlling missile pods shooting at this massive fuck-off alien. You have to prevent the Horizon units from hijacking it, preventing you from doing it. And the checkpoint system in this one is kind of dog shit, because you could get a checkpoint at 15%, get to 99%, die, it looks like you're going back to 15%, you're doing it, and especially when you're in rage mode, this sucks major dog ass. My computer also decided to crash about an hour and a half in, so I lost quite a bit of footage, or at least the audio part of it. So it just looks absolutely horrendous, or like this. And here are some highlights from Oil Rig, or at least what I have. Ah! Fuck, that scared me. Really? Like, I can't get past this fucking wave, man. This is rather a problem. No ammo and a juggernaut. Come on. It's almost done. No! There was one there! Fuck! What the fuck? When was one up there? Okay, dialogue, that's good. The health bar disappeared. And it looks like the fuck-off alien is dead. Is the high-value target / boss gonna spawn? Anytime would be pretty cool. Did I ever say how much I hated Oil Rig? Because it took me about an hour and a half to get to this point in time where the high-value target or the boss would spawn, and then the game just decided to not spawn him in. I guess I gotta reload last save. Sort of fucking god, if I have to redo that entire wave, I'm going to lose my mind. Of fucking course I do. Of course I have to. Why? 'Cause why the fuck would I not have to?
He's over there.
Never mind.
We're done here, 106. Time to extract.
It takes me 2 hours to get to that point. I fire, like, a grenade from this fucking thing, and he dies? Are you kidding me? Following the completion of Oil Rig, I end that mission off with 101 deaths and a total deaths of 858. Following that, we move on to our next mission here, the Unidentified structure next, which is also the lowest amount of deaths I have in any of the missions, but it's also the shortest. Now, as soon as we load up the Unidentified structure, we get planted off in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, Arkansas, with a random-ass house in the middle. And turns out, there is a bunker underneath. Now, what does the bunker mean? I don't know, it's probably some fucked up experiment that Horizon has done, but I don't know about story, so we forget about that. We continue further on in the bunker. What the oh no, that's just a whole bunch of cables. Yeah, that's supposed to be a horror mission, I feel this. Oh no, that is all fucking guts. I thought those were cables. I assume this starts like a boss fight if I do this? Or like an encounter of some sort? Like go turn off all the other monitors then. God, it fucking hurts to look at this. Like I can feel my eyes hurt. The fuck? Bring it, demons! That kind of fucking made me jump a little. I guess I get the fuck out. After experiencing whatever that was, I don't really understand the story. All I know is that the story deals with like anomalous SCP type shit. But once we leave the bunker, that's when some Horizon Gooners show up, so you know, we gotta murder them. I die a few times, of course, because why wouldn't I? Are you kidding me, dude? Oh my fucking lord, that's so many. Aw. After clearing out more of the Horizon Gooners, that's when the high-value target Scarecrow, in terms of lore, don't know what he is, but I just know he's a high-value target. He shows up and he says, I'm gonna die.
You're gonna die.
Are you sure you should be saying that? For sure I just got you. After killing Scarecrow and a few more Horizon Gooners, there's some more that show up, one of them being another high-value target named Harvester, so I end him and then end the mission. Alright, get me the fuck out of here. I don't want to be here anymore. After completing a mission 11, it's the only mission with single digits death, ending off with 6, bringing your total up to 864. Following that, we start up the mission Site 83. Just a few more missions left to go. Oh boy. So at the beginning of Site 83, we are sent to Siberia, Russia, as Horizon has taken over an old Soviet base, and we have to descend into the bowels of that base to discover whatever the hell Horizon is doing and put a stop to it. And in terms of like gameplay, it is significantly slower than all the other missions, but in terms of other things, not so much, like story and other lore bits. Once we head down the opening elevator, that's when the Vox system of the facility says that there's unauthorized personnel detected in the loading bay, which is us as the player. But when we get down there, we're greeted by absolutely nobody.
The fuck? Where the hell is everyone?
0 employee satisfaction surveys have been held today.
Wow, sounds like my work, where the HR is telling us, hey, how do you feel about your work? I'm not fucking answering that. Fuck you. Yo, is that a fucking rat? It was a rat. After making my way through the facility, I come across a closed door that needs a circuit breaker flip so we can open the door. So that's what I do. I find the circuit breaker, but it electrifies this vent, so I have to climb through this vent. Oh my god, I get to be sus. I'm climbing through a vent, because you do that thing in the hit game Among Us. Sussy. Oh boy. As I make my way out of the vent and back through the facility to regroup with my teammate, I enter into this very bloody hallway. Jesus Christ. After getting almost jump scared, which it almost did get me, we see the sign on the mirror that's painted in blood implying don't run, as it makes sounds, so you just crouch through this section, you avoid the monster, and then you move on. So after making it past the anomalous section, which you just simply crouch through, we come across one of the only groups of enemies that are still alive in this facility after surviving the anomalous deity, or whatever the fuck it is. And of course, I do die to these enemies a few times, because why wouldn't I? Snap snack! Fucking right hook. I love the minigun. After defeating the Horizon remnants, I continue to make my way through the facility where my screen gets all staticky, then we suddenly get teleported. Back rooms. I'm just kidding, it's not. I don't know, it might be. It'd be pretty funny if this was just the back rooms. Of course it is. Cause why the fuck would it not be? The choice is yours. Alright, which flavor of bottle of water do you guys want? Wheelchair accessible mode. Oh. What the fuck? Okay. After getting warped out the back rooms, we continue on to the level where we get to an elevator shaft to where our team that went down with us is a little bit down below. So we go and flip a breaker box to restore power to the elevator shaft when it starts to suddenly fall down. Where do these breakers lead to? I don't know, fucking somewhere. And once we watch the elevator come screaming past us, some Horizon units decide to show themselves, so we murder them. After killing the Horizon Gooners, we fall down the elevator shaft to go rendezvous with our teammate, to where on our way there, some more freaky shit happens and we get teleported back to the back rooms. So I make my way through that level, or through this section of the level, through some more combat sections, kill some more dudes. Of course I die every now and then through it. Kill another high value target, and leave the back rooms for the final time. After making our way through the back rooms for the second time, it's when we finally meet up with the rest of our team here, but you see that they're firing at literally almost absolutely nothing, so we head downstairs to go meet up with them. Hell instead of Dell. It's true because their company is.
106? Oh, we knew he'd be alive. We're trying to destroy this crystal, whatever it's doing. It's... What the fuck? What's happening to...
After seeing all our teammates suddenly turn into red mist, it's when it starts another boss fight. It's not really so much more of a boss fight, more as you clear groups of Horizon units that come down here, as the crystal needs some sacrifices for us to be able to access these breaker boxes in order to be able to fire the laser that our team was about to do before they turned into red mist. That's what I do. I kill a bunch of Horizon units, and of course I die quite a few times. The ragdoll. Am I able to activate the breaker box now? What's the crystal looks really cool. It has a pretty cool effect. Is it like consuming the bodies? Yes, it would appear so. After activating the next two breaker boxes, I then take out another group of enemies and activate the laser, which ends up destroying Subject 83, or the boss on Site 83, and that brings the mission to a close. We end up leaving Site 83, or Mission 12, with 31 deaths, bringing our total death count up to 895. After completing Site 83, we move on to Horizon HQ, which is Mission 13, and it is to destroy the Horizon Corporation at their headquarters, and that's also include killing the CEO, Anton Lazar, and any other personnel that remains. And once we start up the mission, we are in a sewerway, and our main goal is to create a distraction for Horizon, that is planting some charges down below on some key infrastructure. And of course I die in this room quite a few times. Bye-bye! Alright, that's the first charge, like... Damn. Give me the shield guy. Yes. Oh, fuck. I forget that they just love to shoot hostages that I take. It's just a lot of fucking dudes. Man, I just love the slowdown ability. Makes this fucking game mode or difficulty possible. Except I'm just dog shit. God damn it. That's number 2. More enemies. Time to light these fuckers up. Really? One fucker? Time to lock the fuck in. Seems like a very painful death. After placing the last breach charge, we enter an elevator, detonate those charges, and approach the surface to storm Horizon HQ. See, he's fucking burning. He's burned to death. After watching that man burn to death, we come right up to the front door of Horizon, pick up the smart gun attachment for the minigun, and imagine like a slightly worse version of the smart gun from Titanfall 2, as the bullets do lock onto enemies. It just takes a few seconds. Oh yeah, those have super reduced velocity. After making our way into the first breach doorway, we use another breaching charge and breach into the main lobby of the Horizon headquarters. And of course, I die quite a few times, because why the fuck wouldn't I at this point? Really? From that fucking far? But when I do it, my shotgun goes like fucking 0.2 millimeters, man. Okay, yeah, that's fair. After clearing out the lobby, we head into this elevator and we get possibly one of the hardest lines in the game if it didn't come from Beth Jezos.
What you're committing today isn't justice, it's genocide.
Damn, that's a hard line. Too bad that line came from you. After leaving the elevator, I then make my way to the top floor through a bunch of different higher level floors, murdering people as we go, and of course dying. You just killed your own guy! That was so fucking goofy. Was he about to say, this is what we call a difficulty tweak? After making my way through some of the upper levels of the Horizon headquarters, I finally move on to the CEO's penthouse suite, where we find out that he's trying to upload his mind essentially to a computer, and we gotta stop that.
He's uploading his consciousness. You have to stop him.
Oh, that's a fucking shit-ass spawn. Fuck you, game. And it crashed! What? Why not? Yeah, my favorite! The whole main point of this last part of Horizon HQ is destroying the brains to prevent Anton Lazar uploading his brain to a computer. So that's what you do, you just destroy a bunch of brains. There is a lot of enemies and I do die, but you've already... If you've made it this far, you figured I've died a shitload. After destroying quite a few brain containers, we go and pick up some breaching charges that our pilot dropped off for us, and as we go and pick them up, that's when the final attempt to upload his brain in the form of a helicopter carrying a brain container shows up, so we have to kill the helicopter. This is really easy. Like, really easy. Well, that's it, I guess. Following the defeat of the helicopter, we go and try to break into his glass prison so we can go and stop him from uploading his consciousness. And before we do it, we hear him say something about breaking the cycle. I have no idea what that means, but as soon as we get out of this black screen, that's when we find our fist in his face. Or his head. Whatever you want to call it. And so with that, we end the mission, leaving our total death count for this mission at 60 and bringing our total up to 955. And this is also technically where the trophy ends, or the requirements for it ends, and I do get the Unbreakable Will trophy, but there is still one more mission to the game. It's more like an epilogue. But before we get to that, if you have made it this far and you somehow did enjoy, once again, this dumpster fire of a video, might you consider leaving a like and a sub. I want to try to get to 1,000 before the end of April of 2025, so it'd be pretty cool if you could help me out. So with that, hopefully you have a great rest of your day, and let's move on to the epilogue mission. After completing Horizon HQ, we head back into the base, and then the director gasses us. And then we go through a weird cutscene of, yo, you gotta break the cycle, break the cycle.
For we have planted the seed to break the cycle.
Then we suddenly wake up about to be incinerated. So, you know, we bust out of that shit.
All units be
It's
advised.
go time,
Subject will
motherfuckers.
Containment measures
Let's do
approved.
this.
All fire teams man your stations. Subject 106 betrayed us. This is a Colliery. We've got to help them. I'm gonna go
That's so fucking unlucky. I heard it too. Didn't see where it was. Slid directly into it. One guy! I should have just picked up a weapon, but I didn't because I'm dumb as fuck. Yo, I cut this guy. Wait, how far can this memorand go? Apparently pretty far. After leaving the incinerator room and surviving that near-death experience, we decided to make our way towards the nuclear bomb that was showed to us earlier, but they blow up the main silo access point, so we have to murder our way through there, that being other enemies and rooms. After soldering our way on towards the nuke, we enter into this one room to where they start the next cycle, 107.
Initiating cycle 107.
And this is the final boss fight of the game, and we do the first phase here. Oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck. Dude, that's scary. Ah, motherfucker came out of fucking nowhere. I mean, I know he has the cloaking abilities just like me, but fuck. And after dealing enough damage to bring his health bar down to 75%, that's when he flees. And we move into the next room to, one, give chase, and also to head towards the nuke. And that's where some of the Task Force 27 members are planting charges. So once we deal with all of those, and then deal with another phase of the boss fight here, it always, like, trips me up whenever they shoot the hostage I'm holding. Alright, time to dual wield. This is, like, my first time using dual wields in a fight. Oh my, look at that damage. And then go and disable the bombs. My hand! No! After losing our left hand, we also lose the ability to, one, dual wield, throw grenades, and grab hostages, but we continue on towards the nuclear bomb. After reaching the nuclear bomb, Task Force 27 is throwing everything that they can at us, that is including 107 and any other Task Force 27 guys that are in the area. And of course, I die quite often during this. Shit, yeah, I lost track where he was at. First and or third phase down, whatever you want to call it. I'm just gonna go with first phase down. Oh, fuck me. I didn't know there was gonna be fuckers spawning it. Well, I figured there was gonna be fuckers spawning it. Ha. Fuck, that was... I choked! This is the farthest I made it. I just gotta lock the fuck in. Where the fuck is he? Oh. You're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me, you little dickhead. Yes! Let's go! So with the destruction of 107 complete, we crawl towards the nuke to activate it and end the game. And with that, we have ended this mission with 45 deaths, bringing our total up to 1,000. So if you have made it this far, and you do want to suggest a challenge, you could also leave a comment as well. So hopefully you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Holy sh... I am fucking done!